If you are an Apple shareholder or someone who's thinking about getting into a stock, there are 5 things you need to pay attention to based on the recent earnings report and based on news around the company. So you want to be in the know of these 5 areas because they could tell you if the stock is going to go up or if the stock has some downward momentum coming. So the first big thing to pay attention to is how Apple grows beyond the iPhone. iPhone sales have been down 20% year to year, and they've had some segments such as wearables, Macs, and services, which is their big catalyst. That's their big thing moving forward. Those really helped prop up the company so that it was still able to beat revenue and EPS estimates. So it's good in a sense that Apple's been able to diversify even more, but it remains to be seen if they could further diversify to account for if the iPhone continues to slump. One of the reasons that sales have been down also for the iPhone is that consumers have been anticipating a new iPhone release. So the second thing we'll be looking at is now that there is a new iPhone, how does that perform in the next earnings report? This is where we will get an idea of what the demand for the current iPhone is. And in addition to getting that current demand, we will get a better understanding of where the company is. Apple is still a very solid company, has a lot of different catalysts, a lot of different offerings, but it will be important to see how that iPhone performs because this has been a little bit of a decline in iPhone sales. And that pattern of declining iPhone sales has been a little more expressed based on some of the latest earnings reports, but that new iPhone sparking a lot of demand, which Tim Cook says that he is very optimistic about, and he's very excited about the direction of the company where it's going with this new iPhone, could offer signs of re-encouragement. It's still an area to pay attention to. Another big area is that China revenue dropped 29% within the Apple business. And China is a big part of Apple's revenue, of their success. So in the next earnings report, it's worth paying attention to see if that recovers and what the direction of revenue from China is, because that is a big growth opportunity and segment within Apple's business. The fourth thing to pay attention to, and this is big, is how the legal plays out with the App Store fees. Apple currently commands a 30% cut on all app purchases, all in-app purchases, and it is a big chunk of their revenue. Apple has even come out to say that if in the event of a legal battle that results in the App Store fee getting reduced from 30% to something lower, it could have very significant effects on the revenue and probably result in the loss of billions of dollars. So if you are an Apple shareholder or thinking about getting in, this is a big area that you have to pay attention to. The fifth thing to pay attention to is how or if Apple uses some of that $191 billion that they have in hand. And I would like to see a little bit more meaningful purchases than just buybacks, because while buybacks will definitely increase the value of the stock, they don't do anything to enhance the value of the company. You just pump up the price a little bit higher. And it has been buybacks that have in part contributed to Apple's rise over the past decade. Apple has done a lot to earn the growth that it has achieved. It's become a very solid company. It is kind of like a mix of a luxury brand, but also like productivity and very useful. It's a lot of great things going for it, but stock buybacks has been one of the things that has pumped up the price, and they are committed to putting a lot of money into their stock buyback program in 2020. So while this will result in the price increasing, it doesn't necessarily do anything for the company. So pay attention to how they are using that cash. Those are some of the things to pay attention to as an Apple shareholder, or if you're thinking about getting into the company. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you are getting into the stock, if you are holding. And I always love to hear from you guys. Make sure you subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time.